guys, so I wanted to do this video for a while now, but I wanted to wait until I felt like I finally had control of my acne before I made a whole video about my acne journey and how I got rid of it. Just like any other YouTube acne video, I want to put out a disclaimer out there that I am not a professional, I am not a dermatologist of any sort. I don't know much about skin. But I just wanted to share my personal experiences with you guys so that hopefully some of you who are struggling with finding a cure to your acne can find my resources helpful and possibly find your own way to get rid of your acne problem. So my acne problem started when I was 17, a junior in high school, and that's actually pretty late for most people. Seeing how a lot of my peers, got their first pimple when they were in middle school. But for me, my skin was generally pretty clear up until later high school years. So I had pimples on my forehead, I had pimples on my back, but it wasn't that severe. It was only like maybe 4 at a time. Occasionally I got 1 or 2 on my nose. And I didn't really mind it because I could always cover it up with my hair or just, wear something over my back. I never had any like revealing dresses or anything. I think my problem got a little worse in college. So my forehead pimples are still there. My back pimples are still there. I think it just got a little bit worse in the sense that they were turning into cystic acne. And I think it probably would have gotten better if I hadn't picked at it throughout my high school and beginning of college years. I looked up a lot of videos on YouTube and a lot of them recommended acne.org as, their cure. So I went ahead and got the whole regimen set from acne.org, which included the facial wash, the moisturizer, and the benzoyl peroxide. I feel like that regimen isn't for everyone, and even if it did work for a lot of people, it did not work for me. I think I had very, very sensitive skin, and putting benzoyl peroxide on it just worsened my condition and dried my skin, to the point where like it was flaking. I couldn't even put makeup on it to cover it up, and of course exfoliating was out of the question. As it made it even worse and more irritated. So I eventually just, stopped using that after 3 months of, strictly using those 3 products. And eventually I went back to my normal drugstore facial moisturizer, facial wash, and just like a tea tree oil. I think my acne hit its peak when I started my first job out of college. I think also the stress levels probably made it worse. Using benzoyl peroxide led to a lot of pimples on the sides of my face, on my cheeks. So that was kind of something new that I had to deal with. So yeah, my first year out of college, I tried a whole bunch of stuff to get rid of my acne. I tried a bee venom serum, I tried Clarisonic, I tried all sorts of drugstore remedies, tried all sorts of natural remedies, I tried masks, I tried like potions, lotions, none of them worked. My dermatologist prescribed Axone and another cream which I will put down here. So he prescribed those 2 things, which helped for a while. Once I ran out of it, my pimples are still there. So it didn't completely cure my problem. And that's when I realized that maybe I should look deeper. So I went to a holistic doctor and had him do acupuncture on me, and he prescribed this herbal tea packets. And it was like $200 for maybe 20 packets. It was very, very pricey, but I was willing to drop the money for it. It actually didn't really have much of an effect, which I get because it's kind of like holistic treatment, and you probably have to do a whole bunch of other things to make your life more balanced and your health more balanced. But for me, I just tried drinking it. I tried drinking more water. I still wasn't really exercising regularly. So it didn't do much for me. And one day my dad called me, he told me about this herbal supplement, that he found out from his friend's kid. It's a supplement called Feng Tong Sheng, and it contains the Feng root, which I have no idea what that is, and Schizontida stem and flower, and Chinese mint. So I don't really know the contents of this herbal supplement, but I was willing to try it, and my dad recommended it. So I was like, hey dad, like, you know Chinese, like, you know what's up. I went to my nearest Chinese market and bought it. It was only like, what, $4 for a whole bottle. And you're supposed to take 8 of them per serving 3 times a day. But I kind of started off a little bit smaller because I didn't know what it would do to me. So I started off in a smaller dose, taking approximately 8 in the morning and 8 at night. 2 months in, I saw that my skin was clearing up. I didn't have, I did have hormonal acne, but it was probably like 1 to 2 every time I had a period. It wasn't like breakout full on. The 3rd month, I kind of just weaned off of it. I only took 8 pills a day. Eventually, I didn't have to take any more. I've been off of these pills for 1 month now. I've only probably had like 1 pimple, but that's only probably because I had my period recently. So I think that I've definitely found my cure to acne, and I don't struggle with, breakouts anymore, even around like my period. And I've been using normal skincare. There hasn't been like any side effects. Like, I don't even have dry skin anymore. So now I feel like I can really focus on making my skin texture a lot better, and kind of healing the scars that came along with acne. There's still a long ways to go. I think I'll definitely make another video on my scar journey as well. To sum it up, I had a pretty long journey with acne. I tried a lot of different things, but what I wasn't focusing on was how to treat my skin health internally rather than externally. Instead of trying all those topical creams, that was drying out my skin, and that was like making my skin imbalance. I actually should have tried to target, my body. That is my story, and I really hope you guys took something away from it. Having acne really does take away your self-esteem, and it really does make you feel like crap, and it really does make you feel depressed. But I think that there's always hope to finding a cure, and you just gotta keep trying and gotta keep looking for different treatments. Something that works for someone else may not work for you. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comment section below. And please give a like if you felt like this video was informative and helpful. I'm starting out on YouTube, so I'd really appreciate it. And definitely, if you enjoyed my video and want more content, please subscribe. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.